Hey everybody, introducing two more types of frequency distributions now, two more charts. First type is, well, we talked about a frequency distribution, and we talked about the bins. So I'm going to type up here, this is the bin. The bin width is 9, well 10 because it skips every 10, even though it shows 0 through 9. So that's another thing we could type in here, bin width is 10. They do all need to be the same width in a good histogram, because you can't have, it just doesn't show the data fairly if you don't have them all the same width. And even if you're missing a spot, even if it's a 0, even if you have none, you still have to have a bin for it, and then your histogram will be correct. So no skipping gaps here. So we have a regular frequency chart. There's 2 people for ages 0 through 9. There's 5 people ages 10 through 19, etc. So there's 2 words we're going to introduce, relative frequency and cumulative frequency. Cumulative is like your GPA, right? Like your freshman year GPA only counts your freshman year, but then your sophomore year GPA is your freshman and sophomore. And your junior year is freshman, sophomore, junior, etc. And so it keeps going. It's like everything up until now. It's kind of a good definition. We'll put it here. Cumulative is, I'll put it in quotes, up until now. So up until this moment. So a cumulative frequency chart is everything up until this moment. So the first slot, it only counts 2. The second slot, it counts 2 and 5, makes 7. The third slot is 2, 5, 7. 7, 7 is 14. The fourth slot takes all 3 of those, adds it to this one, keeps going. So like this one here is all of these guys all added up to get 51. So that's a cumulative frequency distribution. A relative frequency distribution is all about percents. It's like what percent of the total is this in this category. So I would just take, I'll just go right up here and go, okay, so there's 2 in this category. So 2 out of 57 total. You can see there's 57 in there. And that equals, if I can find an equal sign, that equals that number. And then 5 out of 57 goes here. 5 out of 57 equals goes here. And you can keep going down the line and you keep getting those numbers that I typed in here. I did all this in Excel really quick, but and then of course the percent, and when you get all the percents, it's 1. Your thing might be thinking, this doesn't show a percent. Well, to get a percent, you just take the decimal times 100. These are actually in proportions. The word, if it's written as a decimal, you call it a proportion. So that's just proportion times 100 is percent. 0.035 is really 3.5%. 0.123, that's 12.3%. Just move that decimal place over twice. So I'll give you a half second to think on that, and then delete it. So this is all the percent of the category. And then we have cumulative relative frequency, and that's kind of both. I just took the first percent. Oh no. Here we go. I took this percent, the 0.035, got it. It's just like before though. This 0.122 is these 2 added together. The 0.736, that's everything up until then, all added together. And then, so the last one, of course, is everything added together equals 1. So we don't really care about the grand total for cumulative relative frequency, but they do kind of show different things on a histogram. So let's look at histograms in the next video. I promise my videos will be short, so I'll see you next time.